Good morning, Homestead family. So it's been a while. It's just becoming a little bit of a struggle right now to get things uploaded. But I just wanted to come to you this morning and show you a couple of things that are going on the homestead. Girls are right at, I believe, 20 weeks and showing a lot of spunk, but we still have no eggs from these guys. They're getting a firm talking to every time I come out to feed them now, because all they're doing is eating a lot of food and not giving us any eggs. We put a couple of fake eggs in the nest, trying to give them the hint, but still no eggs. And this is what they do. They get up there in the nesting boxes and scratch around and make a mess, but not laying yet. Hopefully soon. Yes, I'm talking about you, Missy. Where's the eggs? Where? Today I'm going to be cleaning out the coop and putting some fresh pine shavings in the coop, because that can get pretty bad. We always take those pine shavings, put them in the compost pile, and reuse it for next year's garden. So that's one of the things on the agenda for today. I did want to take you and show you what we have done in the garden, and some of the plants that are now starting to come up. So the first thing, let me turn the camera around. One of the first things we did was we came in between these beds and laid some mulch down, because it was getting difficult to keep things mowed between the beds. And then when we did mow, a lot of times we would get the grass cuttings from the grass would go up in the bed, and then we would get grass growing in the bed. So this is one of the things that we've done, is to put the mulch in between the beds, which has made a huge difference. Except we not used this. This is the ground packing the ground cover that we used originally and ran out of it, and so we started using this stuff, which is a lot thinner and almost looks more like, I don't know, shade cloth than ground packing. Let me show you what's happening. Grass is poking up through it, so it's not doing as good a job as we had hoped. It's not killing the grass underneath, and so we're still dealing with some stuff, but doing the best we can. As you notice, we got this grass growing along the edge of the box right there. Not sure how we're going to deal with that. I've gone through and pulled out what I can, and it just keeps coming back, and so we would like to be weed free in this area, just to be able to prevent as many weeds as possible from getting blown into the beds. I know they'll never be completely weed free, just because of the wind and pollinators and things like that, but our hope is to eventually be able to get rid of as many weeds as possible. So the first thing I wanted to show you is we planted our peas, and there are a couple right there coming up. There's 3 right there coming up. There's another one. But over here, what was so fun is, those of you that follow us know that we had purple hull peas planted here, and we pulled them up because they were at the end of their life, and the pods, you know, they weren't producing very many pods anymore. So we pulled them up and replanted with a sweet pea, and evidently we didn't get all of the pea pods out of the garden because this is the purple hulls that have voluntarily replenished themselves. They are a hardy plant, so we're just gonna let them go, let them do their thing. Along the edge of this bed here, I have planted, all along this bed on the outside, I have planted green onions. I don't see any sprouts coming up yet, but they are sort of slow growers, so hopefully we'll be getting some soon. These are our bush beans, and they've been pretty slow, but all of a sudden we're starting to get beans from our bush beans. So little ones here, that's a good size one. So we'll be picking beans soon. Our snake beans are beginning to come back. The aphids had kind of attacked them, and so we took some Dawn dish soap and water and sprayed the aphids, and it kind of it did some damage to the leaves also, because what happens is the Dawn dish soap attaches, it's sticky enough to attach to the leaf to kill the aphids, because they kind of just like dehydrate, but it also takes the waxy coating off of the leaves, and so it sort of did some damage to our leaves. But look, new leaves are coming back. So this was an old one that got sprayed, and these are coming back. So we have a couple of snake beans. There's one there. Let me come around here on this side. There's some small ones. This is a nice large one that'll probably be picked tomorrow. There's another small one. There are a couple right there. So they're coming back. They're doing good. We were afraid that we had damaged them to the point that we may not be able to get any more, but we're happy that they're on the move back, on their way back. Our loofah gourds, the spray did kind of hurt a couple of the loofah gourds, but loofah gourds, in order to harvest them, you kind of let them go until they dry anyway before you harvest them, so you can extract the loofah out of them. So if you see this one, it's pretty dry. We probably could have gotten, it probably would have grown a lot larger before we harvested it, but I think we could still salvage some loofah out of that gourd. But the spray actually hindered the waxy coating on the gourd, but we only had a couple that got like that. The rest of them look pretty good, so we're looking forward to that. Let me take you over here to our famous banana pepper plant that is still, we're getting some beautiful peppers off of it. Look at that stalk. It almost looks like a tree, doesn't it? I mean, it's just going and going and going. And I believe I saw, yeah, there's a couple of small peppers over there. There's a banana pepper right there. And this is the, well, yeah, there you go. This is the first time this little plant has actually produced any peppers. So that's exciting. not so much. I'm not getting a lot from them. I'm not sure why. I mean, it's just baffling to me sometimes how, I guess it's just the genetics of the seeds themselves is what determines how well they do, because it's the same dirt, same sunlight, same watering, same circumstances, and we get this and we get this. I don't know. That's where our cauliflower are planted, but none of those have sprouted yet. Then let me take you over here. Here's a pretty bell pepper. We're looking forward to that one. I keep saying I'm not gonna let it wait, because every time I let one wait, it gets something in it, eat a hole in it. There's a pretty jalapeno right there. Oh, and it just came off. So I guess I'll be taking that one inside. We have lettuce that has come up and it's scattered. And I'll tell you the reason that it's scattered. Like I said, if you watched one of our other videos, the sandhill cranes came out here and just completely turned up the dirt after we had planted the carrot seeds. Did I say carrots or peppers? After we had planted the carrot seeds, they just completely turned the dirt upside down, and they probably ate a lot of the carrot seeds. I thought I got all the grass out of here, but evidently I didn't. Okay, and then we've got two heads of lettuce coming up, but we've planted more. Looks like that might be one right there that's sprouted. And then over here we have collards planted, and I haven't seen any sprouts from them yet. Let me take you over to the sweet potatoes that are just doing great. Now, right here on the end, I believe it's just this one plant right here is the Japanese sweet potato. It produces the purple sweet potatoes, and then we have the more common sweet potato here. This one is struggling a little bit, but we've got some new leaves coming up here, so I think we're going to be all right. And on down the line, they are coming along nicely, and we're excited about it. We are, watering this every evening right now. The temperatures are starting to drop just a little. We're finally getting into the low 80s and high 70s. It was actually 69 this morning when we woke up, but that didn't last long. It's already up in the 80s now, but so things are coming along nicely, and we're excited about what we're going to be seeing in our fall garden. So I'm going to go pick those banana peppers, and we'll be going inside in a little bit. But y'all have a great day. Thanks for joining me in our walk through the garden today, and I hope you have a great weekend. We will try our best to be back soon to you to give you some updates on what's going on. And as soon as our chickens lay eggs, we will be so excited. We will definitely be posting about that. So you guys have a great weekend. Don't forget, do your best and let God do the rest. Bye-bye.